So it is Winter's Day now, and there is a couple notable changes. I mean, obviously this year we do have roller beetles now, so we can technically use that in the race, and let me tell you, it is quite useful in the race. Now, I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to catch that in this video, but I might do like a little side thing at some point for it. Actually, if I do it, it'll probably just be like without audio because like, you know, sometimes like living with people, you get a bit of like that noisier sort of environment. I just don't like capturing that in my videos if I can. So actually, yeah, I guess I'll just do that in a little bit later in this video, or see if I can. See how it like turns out like in terms of lag, latency with like the frame rate. But something else notable this year. Let's just go over there. It'll be faster if I just take a mount. And let's take an actually faster mount. Interesting how that works. Yeah, it works a lot like how it usually did. Similar stuff up by the same merchant, although I think some of these are newer compared to a previous year. I got this tonic so far. I did not get any of these minis yet, but I probably might just buy the snow diamonds for that. But otherwise, this has been quite interesting karma gain, if I do say so myself. I have enough for a back piece I need, but I'm gonna need more for like the last version of it, I guess you could say. Let's see. I'm short just a bit for just that one.
Thank you.
Oh. Also worth mentioning,
You have something to report?
these still work with your novelty
Say the law and we'll have no problem.
enchanted snowballs. It would just be like equipping the right thing, and just the more you use it, the more it'll just sort of shuffle through it, I guess, is how it is.
Well, hello there.
Still get like a daily gift from Ticks. Opened a lot of things from Ticks. And I actually just came from Alona areas not too long ago. But I decided to try to make time for a quick video. I did actually get Festive in Bibber though, so that's neat. Now I don't actually remember if this was here last year, but we do have like a Winter's Day raid here. That's what this guy is about.
Hooray! Hooray! It's Winter's Day!
It's not too difficult, but it does take 10 people to do. Like, you need all the DPS you can get. And like, if you have like support classes keeping everyone up, that's also quite helpful. And you would just like watch out for like the ice lines on the floor. I might do like a few snippets here also later in the video, similar to how I was saying I would do the racing stuff. In which case it'd probably be without audio, but that's because I don't have like the kind of time I really need for it. It's because like everyone's going everywhere, so it's like nothing too steady, stable that I can rely on for recording time. Like the best recording time, I should say. But otherwise, I have had quite a lot of time to look this stuff over. And there's also a variety of new skins that came up through here in the game. Like there is, I actually kind of regret not saving a present now, but there's new candy cane weapon skins, and from doing dailies, there's new, wrapped present skins. Like there's a focus one now, there's a longbow one, there's a short bow one. There's basically one for all of the weapons now, not just a few of them, but all of them. And quite frankly, I do kind of want the scepter one. And I got all of the more difficult to get miniatures, I think, besides the mystic toileted ones. So yeah, I've got quite an interesting amount of progress at this.
Hooray! Hooray!
And surely enough, as I doubted myself. Let's see if this can go fast enough though.
Just throw a couple snowballs at me, please.
Also, snowball throwing is a thing for this one. Oh. I think I didn't throw that first one far enough. But snowball throwing, there is like an achievement for throwing like, I think it's like 101 of them. There's also an achievement for down below. There's like a, sort of like a dead body down there.
Wintersday. This day is mine. This lair is mine. You dare to challenge me? Freeze them out.
Obviously, because it's a raid, I expect it to be like more people. The enemies here have like more like health and whatnot. Just so it kind of like evens out for difficulty purposes.
I feel good. I could outrun a centaur. They'll have to hit much harder.
Not sure about this DPS at the moment. Wondering if someone's either not built or because when it comes like to the actual boss fight, we want like everyone pretty on par about it.
They'll have to hit much harder.
So far, nothing too crazy in terms of foes here yet. But the one body for a secret achievement is like down there somewhere.
The force of my is greater
Yeah, these kinds of ice lines, these hurt a lot. They also cause chill.
I feel good.
We waited so very long for the call, but no longer. We are made of stronger stuff.
I'm neither here nor there. Never saw it coming.
Okay. That part wasn't as bad.
Breezy isn't evil, he's just wounded. Let's crack his cold shell and heal my friend.
In this part, there's only one other kind of mechanic worth mentioning,
Black Legion, see it done.
and that is after that time runs out, he's basically really high damage. You know, besides the fact that people get marked to be chased either by a laser or a giant snowball. He's very high damage after a certain amount of time.
You'll have to hit much harder.
Let's see, what gives me... Apparently I can't eat those here.
Lethal combination. I like it. I feel good.
Okay, now we have to do snowballs.
No, I need the bigger ice.
Here's Iceline's part, and that is following me. Snowball crashed. All is well.
Black Legion, see it done.
And he's laying the snowball right through everyone. Which is something you should totally not do.
Ah, Legion.
If you see a giant laser following someone, you should totally be on the other side of that laser.
Impressive combination.
Ordnance incoming.
Lethal combination. I like it. I did this again.
Use these to heal his heart. No, I need the bitter ice. Minions, restore me.
Okay, next time should definitely do it.
What have you done? My heart fails.
Okay, here's the part where he gets a little more roughhousey.
Still have to get much harder.
Can do this quickly and get to the next snowballs. We should be able to do this fine.
Ash Legion, falling.
should definitely be able to do this in a good time.
I feel good. How's that? That was impressive.
Use these to heal his arm. No! I need the bitter ice! Minions, restore me!
You'll have to hit much harder.
And that was the raid, essentially.
Friends, thank you for
And to try for that snowball achievement, there's these massive piles of snowballs.
snow again. And for the
They're essentially endless, these big ones.
share it round.
Now let's take us a quick peek at what this offers. Okay, this looks pretty typical, right? Some of these also kind of typical. But what are these? Actually, I don't know if these were offered last year. But with some of the bigger like boxes you can get, the personalized ones, you can, I think you can get the green versions. But oddly enough, this year is the only year I've actually started getting any of these skins. So I guess that's technically only started this year, probably. I mean, I could have sworn I was opening the hell out of these last year. That is an interesting offer. Unfortunately, no. Also, there's technically this infusion now. So what this infusion does is it makes you all wooden looking. So I definitely don't really want the infusion, but yeah, it's pretty rare.
Oh, shiny.
Sort of consume these for the eventual goal of the one achievement that I think is 100,000 drinks being drank. Let's see. Show it in here? No. Apparently I was completing quite a number of achievements the other day. Didn't actually realize. But it was general, it was community. Thirst Slayer goes up to 100,000, yes. That might be easier than I'm thinking of it for. What's this one? Huh. Might do that sometime soon. But Festive Imbibber. Drink 10,000 drinks. And it gave the Masterful Toast, which is about 10k karma, and it gave me this title, Spirited Drinker. Boom. So this is getting way crazy to look at. Look I'm trying to think, were any of these like new since last video? Actually, there probably is at least a few of these that are new. Like, I did reach the 15k achievement point marker. So now I am a, where is it? Trying to think of what it was called. Let's see, I don't think it was acclaimed. I have so many titles, it's hard to look that. It's hard to look them over. Heralded Achiever, that's what it is. I got Heralded Achiever now. And let's see. It gave me this shoulder piece, as well as like 400 gems and 30 gold, as well as a bit of boost to this stuff. But anyway, that's enough talk of that. Here we are. A proper chance to give this a try. Okay, about to start. This might lag me, but it's worth a shot. There goes Tox. The starter part is the worst part for Beetle. Any other part is basically fine. It's because it's such a all of a sudden and you have to be freaking ready for it. And now here's where Beetle really takes off. Bye, guys. Uh-oh, he's gonna beat me, probably. Just because I lost that much momentum. Uh-oh. Oh! No! No! Stop it! Stop it, Beetle! Stop it! And first place. Though I kept messing up a bunch. Still counts. So I did actually make that legendary torch. I now have footfalls. They look like, they kind of remind me of like the lines of cubes, but I know they're not. It's hard to actually get a good look at them. It's like something similar, but without perspective is a way to word it, I guess. I originally was just going to go with just the precursor, like I was perfectly fine with it. I wanted just the proper look, but people kept saying, oh, that's like all cultists and stuff, and ugh. Let me put it this way. I actually like the cultist looks. Like, I'm not too crazy about like edgy stuff, but I definitely like the cultist looks, especially the really elaborate creative kinds. So this is like my character's now look for that. I'm thinking I'm probably going to I'm going to change their name. I already kind of like changed their face and hair. Like let's see. I changed their hair color and everything. They just need a new face. But the legendary skin has actually kind of like grown on me a bit. Especially with that like glowy arm thing. That just made me want to like try a little bit more for it to see what I could come up with. Obviously that could use a little more work because that doesn't even match the legendary doesn't match with the aura is my problem. In fact, there really isn't so much as red auras besides Revenant is the bigger issue. So that's kind of unfortunate. Like Revenant reaches like a black-red and sometimes other things. Realistically, Revenant aura is whatever it wants to be. And that's usually by what it's representing. But its default is black and red. It's just that hardcore. Now I say default because like if you dodge, you do get like the effects of it. If you use your weapons, you do get those colors of it. But for the most part, it can also be pretty its own thing. So that's its own kind of cool and flexibility, especially if you want to do like fashion around the auras and whatnot. In which case, Revenant is the most flexible kind, I would say. I guess Ellie is also kind of flexible, but I just really like Revenant more. I don't know if it's because of what someone said that you can't actually boost an Ellie and expect to be able to play it. I'm actually kind of believing that because I did that and I can't figure out how to play it. Or like know how to survive with it. Which is kind of a shame. Because I already was pretty uninspired by Ellie. But anyway, this is probably going to be the end of the video, and I'm likely going to snip a race just before this. If I didn't, just yell at me in comments and I will try to fix that in some regard, as in make that a separate video. But thank you so much for watching. I am 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8, and you have yourselves a nice day. Bye bye.